It's funny how my car always gets left out in the sun. You know what I need? A new shed. From carports, sheds, verandas. No job is too big or too small. Industrial, domestic and commercial. From plans, footings to shed instalment, he can even organise the concrete too. From the hills to Murrayland and out in the Mallee, from farm and rural sheds, commercial and industrial sheds, colorbond sheds, cyclone rated sheds, with over 15 years experience, call Wayne today for a free measure and quote. Don't muck it, call Wayne Luckett. 0417 852 032. Builder's licence 243 895.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddon's are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their two Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddon's, easy to do business with.
Do you need your driveway exposed with some awesome squares? Time to call a team from Carstairs. From shed floors, driveways or your footpath, call the guys at Carstairs Concrete Services. They've got the staff. Brighten that entertaining area with some colour. Call Carstairs. There is no other. From foundations to a fence post, no job is too big or too small. It's time to give the professionals Carstairs a call. Phone 0401 009 886. Carstairs Concrete Services. Our guarantee is set in concrete. Travelling down the Mallee Highway? Come across the Murrayville Hotel. Accommodation is the best. Friday night is pizza night, meat raffle and lucky chair prizes, so we timed it just right. With meals available 7 days, we'll stick around till Thursday. At Schnitzel night. The footy's on the big screen. Join the family atmosphere. Drop in after the game for the best cold beer. A couple of coldies from the bottle shop. It's time to hit the Mallee Highway. Murrayville, the best pub over the border. 29 Mackenzie Street, meals and accommodation. Phone 03 5095 2120. Supporting local sport.
Yo, looking for the big orange sign? You'll find it at number 39. It's Fishes. It's Fishes. Can't wait to drive my new used car. Service and finance the best by far. It's Fishes. It's Fishes. Drop in and see Alex or Rick. They've got the used car that'll do the trick. It's Fishes. It's Fishes. Service detailed, ready to go. You'll find them at 39 Adelaide Road. It's Fishes. It's Fishes. A name you can trust with no fears because they've been serving you for over 60 years. It's Fishes. Phone 853-22500.
Are you looking for that magical finish to your flooring and blinds? Our online catalogue is out now, so head to solomons.com.au to check it out. There's magic in a Solomons floor.
And there's magic in a Solomons store.
Thinking insurance? An MGA Insurance Group broker can save you time, money and stress. Whether it's business, farm, crop, professional or private insurance, MGA provides advice and assistance to make sure you're properly protected. And when claims arise, MGA works for you to ensure that you get your full entitlement. Your local MGA Insurance Group broker is a specialist in insurance and risk management. Give them a call today and put MGA to work for you. Contact Bianca in Pinnaroo 0411 389 524.
Hey Bob, your carpet's looking dirty.
Yeah, it needs a clean.
It needs a canard clean. Make your job easy with Canards. Carpet, footy clubs, windows, office cleans. All your cleaning products for purchase. Toilet rolls, chemicals, floor cleaners with shampoos and conditioners. Contact Paul Canard, 35 Adelaide Road, Pinnaroo. Phone 0419 180 924. Canard Clean, cleaning the Mallee and beyond.
For a better way to buy garden power tools, you'll have to go to your local Stihl specialist. They're experts, so you'll get the tool you need. They'll familiarise you with the tool and get it ready to go. Better still, they can service it too, so it'll last for years. Still Garden Power Tools, only from Still Specialist Stores. Find yours online. Better still.
Have you got some water to pump, need more rainwater storage, or need more feed for the animals? We've got everything you need in store today. From fire pumps, spray equipment, pool pumps and filters, solar system water pumps, star droppers, gates and generators, PVC fittings and poly pipe to hay, horse supplies, animal needs and anything for the garden. Be sure to come in and see our team here at Dacia Irrigation and Fodder for the right advice and the best price. Find us at 41 Milnes Road, Strathalbyn, phone 8536 4422, or 151 Adelaide Road, Murray Bridge, phone 8532 2711.
And it's a very good afternoon from the home of the Mallee Bulldogs. And what a beautiful day we got here. The reserves underway. And straight away, that man for Pinnaroo, Leith Dabnett, getting plenty of touches, drives it into full forward. Couldn't quite take the mark down there, was the 24. Not on our program. You are listening to us, someone in Murrayville. If you can run into the box and screenshot the team sheets, we've got onto our contacts and they haven't given us anything. They have put us right under the bus. So we've just got what's on the Play HQ, which is not fully complete. So we'll just go with what we've got and go from there. So it should be a good match here in the reserves. Murrayville taking on Pinnaroo. And we're set for a magnificent day here in Mallee footy. It's round 3 action. And joining us later in the commentary box will be none other than the independent member for Mildura in Ali Cupper. And we're certainly looking forward to her giving up her time to come in and talk with us today. And she's even going to have a bit of a go at commentating, I think. As Murrayville get that ball over to the 54, and they drive it in towards full forward, overrun there by Willersdorf. Soccer towards goal for his teammate, who gets a quick kick and gets poleaxed. He's okay, but what a good goal to the number 17. Gee, he earned one for his team there, the young fella. Might be young Wisniewski, but not sure. Not in our program. Back in the centre. Hard footy in there to be won. Leith Dabnett was in there. Good work getting it out was the big ruckman, Paul Kennard Jr., down to half forward and taken there by Owen Gum, who trips over his own feet. Then kicks into the man on the mark. Comedy of errors. Handball away. Oh, just coming through, crunching the pack was the 21 of Drew Crane. He was taking no passengers then. He gives the orders down there, the General Drew. But his teammate in Brady Watson goes across the ground and kicks it straight into the arms of Pinnaroo, and a good mark taken over there by, looks like it might have been 59, might be Tyrell Box, and in towards full forward, and a good mark. No, bottled up. We'll have a ball up. So a bit of a mention for our sponsors today. Some great sponsors on board. And firstly, we look at the mark of the day. And after the match today, we will present Nick Hyde with his $50 mark of the day for round 1. And keep voting on our Facebook page for the round 2 mark of the day. And we'll announce that next week. The round to Mark of the Day. But we've got the Mark of the Day, proudly sponsored by Solomon's Flooring. And if you want to make your home look new with some upgrades on floors and blinds, and great range in there at Solomon's, get in and see Steve and the team at 30 Morris Road. Support those that support us, that support local sport, and none more so than Steve at Solomon's Flooring, 30 Morris Road, 8532 1222. Get in there and see the team at Solomon's supporting the Mallee football Mark of the Day. And who will win the Mark of the Year, $500 Mark of the Year, as Murrayville put through another goal, and they go to 2 straight goals. And, so great prize there, the $500 Mallee Football League Solomon's Mark of the Year. Also on board with our great sponsorship is the fantastic team at Fisher Motors. And you might have noticed a bit of a change in the sound then. As we said earlier in the week, we're trialling some new equipment today. So see how that goes, and should be a lot better sound coming through with our new equipment. And the fit team of Fisher Motors sponsoring the magnificent Goal of the Day. And we might have some more information on that Goal of the Day next week, thanks to Fisher Motors. And also on board is, of course, the team at Pinnaroo in Canard Clean, bringing us the Saturday night scoreboard, bringing all the results around South Australian community footy, and a magnificent program. Record hits last week on the Saturday night sports program, coming to you on Murrayland's football and netball sporting results. At the moment, we've just had the show up in Word format. We're hoping to get the Zoom TV up for that with the internet TV for a couple of shows, but certainly won't be tonight with our team out here at Murrayville, but great support from Canard Clean. Another great sponsor on board of the live stream is, of course, good work out there by the Murrayville. Bit of a tight fight there for the footy. Yeah, some great supporters and sponsors on board. We wouldn't be doing this without some great sponsors. And another great sponsor on board is, of course, Dace Irrigation and Ridge Hotel at Langorns Creek. And they bring us the Saturday afternoon scoreboard with some results around the neighbouring leagues of the Murraylands, including KNT, Great Southern, and, of course, Mallee and Riverland. So some great support there for those scores coming into our commentary box. Another great sponsor on board this week, and it's a little chilly out there and a little cold, and it's great to have a brand new sponsor on board this week in Carlington Refrigeration and Electrical. And it's a little chilly out there, so it's time to upgrade or revamp your heating and cooling. The most efficient way to warm your house is, of course, with a magnificent ducted reverse cycle, whichever way you go. But the place to get it is at the magnificent Carlington Refrigeration and Electrical. Get in there and see Jacob and John. They've got a deal on at the moment, and it is a 2.5 kilowatt system fully installed, and they have taken another $100 off the special price. So that is walking out the door at the moment, $1,390 fully installed. So get in there and see the team at Carlington Refrigeration, and they've taken that $100 off, especially for our live stream over the next 3 weeks for the month of May. So get in there. The offer runs out the end of May. So great little offer there from the team at Carlington Refrigeration and Electrical. Great to have those guys on board. The live stream of our coverage. And the umpire there just throwing the ball up. Big Paul Kennard gets the frame in the road and gets the tap down. Good work there by the Superoos, clearing the ball out. Good work by the 59, who, what do you know, we haven't got on our program. Gets it down there to Owen Gum. Well beaten down there by the Bulldogs. And just bounces inside, and the free kick will be taken by Tyrell Box, who goes short. Not a bad sort of a kick. It's 2-on-1 in the end. His teammate couldn't take the mark, the 24. And it'll be a free kick to be taken here by William Colwell. 2 goals plays a point. We are trying to get that score up. We're having trouble with our other iPads, so you remember we are out in Murrayville. There are people that would think there's not green grass out here, but there is. There is internet, and we're searching for it. We'll get that happening for you very shortly. It is 2 goals to a point in favour of the home side. And a good mark taken there at half back. And exceptional mark. Kicks it up in front of our commentary box, straight through the hands of Adam Funky. And he kicks it straight back, and that bloke there has just taken another mark and shuffled off a handball. We'll try and get his number. Crashing through there. It's the 54 for Murrayville. What do you know? Not on our program. Not on the Play HQ. Which really does put us under the bus. Drop mark there by Randall Watson. Good pressure there by the 31 of Hawthorn. Got it over to a teammate in Colwell. Drives it into that centre forward area, and it's all Murrayville, and they'll clear it out of there through Moores of Bronze. Shuffles a handball, almost throw it out there to Beckman. Drives it back to half forward. Bouncing ball. Bounce Pinnaroo's way. Short kick and finds with a stretched hand of Elite Dabnett, who doesn't do his best kick. Gets it back over to Colwell. So there's a Murrayville player just gone down there in our picture. Just hurt his shoulder maybe. And the umpire will come in and award a free kick, which will go the way of, looks like it might be the 21 in Drew Crane. Beautiful kick by Crane to half forward, and a good mark taken down there on the half forward line for Murrayville by the number 7, which is not in our program. Might even be Jonathan Pears, and centres the ball and finds CJ Dabnett straight in front. Yeah, so if you're watching our coverage, hey, hit up Tommy Probin and see if you can get him to send us the screenshot of the team sheets and through our Facebook page and help us out as another point on the Murray Valley Shed scoreboard. Another one of our magnificent sponsors. Can't speak highly enough of the team at Murray Valley Sheds. And that has gone through from minor score. And the team at Murray Valley Sheds, yeah, I've been out on site on a couple of their jobs, and one recently was just a colour-bond shed, and the crew wanted to put their caravan in the shed, and so it needed plenty of height, and the colour-bond just come up a treat with an access door. And Wayne built the shed over the top of the existing floor of the old shed. And then Carstairs Concrete Services, another great sponsor of ours, came in and finished the job off with the floor where the concrete, of course the new shed was just a little bit bigger than the existing shed, and finished the job off with some edging of concrete about 2 foot wide around the outside. Nice size shed, this one, and can't speak highly enough of the professionalism of the job by the two teams. And it really come up like a new shed. it was a new shed. But look, Wayne Luckett and the team there, Murray Valley Sheds, and long-term sponsors with us. And we're back again. I know Ian Brown's certainly looking forward to it already. The Murray Towns cricket season, and already sponsors jumping on board left, right and centre, and including the Callington Refrigeration and Electrical. Signed them up this week, and long-term wanting to get behind local sport, and will be on also for the Murray Towns cricket season. So spots already filling up there, so which is just fantastic for local sport. And that has been steered through beautifully by the number 7 for Murrayville, who's not in our budget. And we'll go to a quick break.
There's only one place to take a break on the Dukes Highway, the Canalpin Silo Cafe. Take in the picturesque silo art while indulging in the best latte in the Murray Coorong. Sneak in a homemade gluten-free peanut butter banoffee slice. They are the best. If you're looking for something early, breakfast menu until 12 p.m. Plenty of room for the family, group bookings or birthdays. The Canalpin Silo Cafe is the best place to stop between Adelaide and the border, and let the Canalpin Silo Cafe take care of you after the footy. Find us at 21 Points Terrace, Canalpin. The Canalpin Silo Cafe, looking after more than just locals. Phone 08 8571 1226.
Mallee Footy League, and back into it here in the reserves grade clash. And a free kick on the half-back line for Pinnaroo. And they'll take this kick from the half-back line. And look, we apologise. We rely on the teams getting us the team sheets because Play HQ is not always correct. And I've noticed in the River Murray some teams going in as in their positions. Well, some of that's ducks and drapes. It's not correct. So we try and get the names right with the team sheets because they're the official sheets that are written out before the matches. And unfortunately, our Murrayville contact, we rely on the home side to help us out. And unfortunately, we're just trying to get those team sheets through. Haven't got a few names. And who doesn't like their name read out on the live stream or written in the paper? As the ball kicked out and a good mark taken there by the 39 of Pinnaroo, who we don't have. Kicks it up and finds his teammate, the 55. So good ball use here by the Pinnaroo Superoos. Good mark here by the 22 of Sherman. And another nice pass and picks out young Gum. Gum again. Another nice pass and good mark taken there with a bit of pressure by Colwell. Into full forward, but it's all Murrayville back there and they chop it off nicely. Might have been Beckman back there or Kelly, not sure. Driven to half forward. Willersdorf's in there. Oh, look at the desperation from Willersdorf, setting the example for his team. Umpire will ball it up. So, yeah, some great sponsors on board, and we wouldn't be doing this without any of our sponsors. And, look, we can even give a mention to our magnificent outside broadcast facility. It's state-of-the-art. There's nothing around like this, and I'm happy to give them a mention to the River City Trailers team. And, look, they don't sponsor us at the moment, but gave us awesome sponsorship to be where we are. And we have a magnificent state-of-the-art facility here built by River City Trailers in Murray Bridge, and it is just days like this where it's a bit cooler that you really appreciate the support from the sponsors and the facilities that we have here. We started this with nothing and just umbrellas, and then we moved and thought we were Channel 9 with a tent, one of those expanded tents, but when you get cold conditions, there's nothing better than sitting in a nice warm commentary box, all magnificently lined with acoustic foam, and it just makes everything state-of-the-art. There's some state-of-the-art work here by the Bulldogs on display. Randall Watson steering the team right down into the full forward line at the back. Neither side could mark it. Shuffled out there, well done by Dabnett, and they just come away with it. They've got the answers down there at the moment, the Superoos. Kicks a bit long there, though. Well chopped off by Drew Crane, the veteran. Finds a teammate who gets himself in trouble, ends up nearly throwing it away back to Crane. A beautiful trusty foot of Crane's, just looks so delicate. And looks like he's got so much time to use the footy, and the ball goes out of bounds on half forward for the Murrayville Bulldogs. Kick back towards our commentary box. Little push in the back there. Should have got probably the free kick. Was the Kennard. And a short chip over and finds Drew Crane. Just been an absolute gun footballer. And just made that look so easy and sat it right on the fingertips of the 54 who we don't have on our program. And down to full forward as easy as you like. And a beautiful mark taken down there by the number 7 for Murrayville, who we don't have in our program. We think it may be Jonathan Pears. We don't know, and we'll make them up. As the siren goes for quarter time here in the reserves grade clash, and the number 7 will line this one up. And he's used the wind to perfection, steers it through. So Murrayville get one right on the siren and run away with a very handy quarter time lead. 4-5-29, and they lead Pinnaroo on one solitary point. Let's take a few words from our great sponsors. You're watching MFL TV Live.
When you walk into the Knappen Hotel, you can tell the staff love what they do. The friendly atmosphere and fast service is evident the moment you walk in the door. Jonesy and Winnie have been operating the Knappen Hotel nearly 4 years, but it's the years' experience the guys have in hospitality that stands out from the rest. Their wood oven pizzas make your mouth water, and the freshly baked onion bread is to die for. With a range of meals on the chef's menu, it's a choice whether during the week or straight after footy, from 6 to 8 for dinner. Knappen Hotel pride themselves on fresh salads, made on site, fresh every day. Check out their Facebook page, click on the menu button and view what's hot in the chef's kitchen. With plenty of room for group functions or birthdays, make Knappen a place to stay and relax at the Knappen Hotel, your highway stop that hits the spot. Dukes Highway, Knappen. Phone 08 8571 1006. Drop in and get a tinny from Jonesy and Winnie.
Is your home your office? Or your schoolyard? Your gym? Is your home your local? Your party venue? Your studio? Or your headquarters? Change your home to suit your life. Don't miss your chance. Find your local real estate office.
I was driving down Hill Street and was involved in a smash. I didn't take it far. I took it to Graham Edwards Crash. From crash repairs and Pratt Towing, Graham Edwards, they'll get you going. They can repair all types of vehicles, including commercial utes, trucks and even your bus. Drop into 24 Hill Street. They'll fix it without a fuss. Member of the MTA and RAA, no dent is too big or too small. Since 1952. Phone 85321611. Quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Hey, Dad, we really need some wheels on that sheep eater. Seeding? It's Harry's. Harvest? It's Harry's. General engineering? There's only one name you can trust. Harry's Engineering. Stone rollers? Semi-trailer roll tarps? Ute trays? Jerry can holder on the caravan? Trailers any size? Lockable ute canopies? Stone roller transporters? Hay forks? Recondition your old trailer. Family-owned metal fabrication business. Contact Ryan Pake today. Whiteswell Road, Karoonda. Phone 0427 524 800. You name it, Harry's can make it.
Around here, we love our Golden Grain, and we love our Golden Grain Hotel. Open from 11 a.m. 7 days a week, and meals available every night, with theme nights 4 nights a week, including burgers, pizza, steaks, and Thursday night's a schnitzel night. Grab a feed for $15. Affordable for all the family. There's even a kids menu too. Locals or travellers, just coming off the highway into the main street and find the Golden Grain Hotel. And shearers, farmers and spud farmers, order your takeaway meals. Check the website for menus, meal specials, accommodation and upcoming events. Golden Grain Hotel, Pinnaroo.com.
Got a lot of empty bottles and cans cluttering up your garage or backyard? Load all of your empties in the car and get to Murraybridge Recycling. They'll have you unloaded as quick as a speeding bullet, cashed up in a flash. With depots in Meningie and Strathalbyn too, turn those old bottles and cans into cash now. You can also assist with your waste recycling and document destruction services in the Murraylands, serving you for over 40 years. Murraybridge Recycling, 55 Thomas Street, phone 0885 324 551.
Be who you want to be. Go where you want to go. It's your journey.
Come on down to your local Dunlop Super dealer and have a friendly chat, because nobody knows local roads like us.
Bulldogs, and we're away in the second quarter, and slapped out there in the middle, and good tackle on there by Pinnaroo, but Funky will get the free kick. He goes to Watson, who's just playing ducks and drapes, drives it into centre half forward, missed there by the Pinnaroo big ruckman, who almost looked like he might have done a hammy, and it is a goal.
Hey, it's Ali Cupper, the member for Mildura. One of my proudest achievements since becoming an MP was securing funding for a brand new sport and recreation facility in Murrayville. With the state government's help, we're getting rid of the old sheds and replacing them with a facility Murrayville needs and deserves, because we are Victorians too, and Mallee tough ones at that. As your state MP, my focus is hard work and results, and there's plenty of work still to be done. So just like my favourite Mallee footy team, I'll give it my very best every single day.
Ali Cupper MP, proud supporter of the Murrayville Bulldogs.
Back live here at Murrayville, and great little promo there from Ali Cupper MP, and she is really making a difference in the heart of the Mallee here, independent for Mildura, and great to have Ali on board and her sponsorship to our team, getting our wheels rolling to be here today as Pinnaroo through Young Gum, synonymous name at the Roos, drives it into that forward pocket area, but it's all Crane back there, chips it over and finds a teammate in the 54. He runs down the wing. We haven't got his name in our program. Down to full forward. Chance here. Oh, running through. Almost took it with him. Would have been the Murrayville Hotel player of the day if he'd got hold of that, but not to be, as Pinnaroo clear it away. Paul Kennard, what can he do? Bit of pressure. Good work there from Morsabruns, and he finds a teammate in CJ Dabnett. And good spoil down the back end of the back lines there by the Roos, but Murrayville just seemed to have the numbers. Oh, he really earned that. And a good kick in the end. But gee, Adam Funky took one for the team then. And the mark taken right down there at full forward for the Bulldogs by number 7 now. We don't have him in our program, but what we can tell you off of HQ is there are 2 number 2s, Adam Funky and Jonathan Pears. But we think this 7 might be Pears. Well, he's had some Pears there, and that has gone right off the side of the boot. And the umpire says it's just snuck in for a minor score. Pretty windy day here at Murrayville, the home of the Bulldogs, and the ball to be brought in. And a good mark down there by Willisdorf. He has started well. Dallas Willisdorf, I think he's one of these blokes that he could keep playing till he dies. He just loves it that much and still looks pretty fit. And another point there to the Murrayville Bulldogs, who are looking in total control here in this match. Kicked in and dropped the mark. There was the 59. Not in our program. Manages to get out of it. Ball comes out to this outer side where our commentary box is. And good work there. Good tackle on the 21 of Drew Crane. He's in there again. Good work by Crane. Long sweeping handball over the top. Finds a teammate in Funky. Into the forward pocket. Well trapped and stolen there by the 42 and in for goal, right in the teeth and quickly plays on and goals.
Bridge Hotel, right in the heart of the creek. Drop in for a coldie after the game. Meals available, 70 Bridge Road, Langons Creek. Phone 0885 373 010.
Back in the centre, and Murrayville clear the ball out again. And good tackle there. And the umpire says hold the ball, and it'll be taken by the 55 of Pinnaroo. And kicks it out, and it goes out of bounds. So the last possession rule will see the free kick go to Murrayville. Strong win, probably favouring the town end. And right inside the band. Oh, good mark taken there by the number 4 for Pinnaroo. Don't have him in our program. We've got a list of names here that haven't got numbers on them. Off Play HQ, so best with what we've got. And who would you think? It was Drew Crane that came out of that pack with the ball. Well, that's what we got on here. It's the number 7, I don't know. 54. $55 for Pinnaroo's not on here. And 54 runs away with it again. Up to centre half forward in the hot spot. Oh, good little tap onto advantage there by the 7. We think that might be Piers. Kick back and a good mark taken by the 55. Amazing how those players with no names to the numbers on the Play HQ get their hands on the footy so often when you're commentating. A commentator's curse. There to Chad Nassif, the number 40. And Murrayville really starting to run away with this game. Thought this would have been a little bit closer. Drew Crane out of defence. The Rocket Gibraltar down there. Up to half forward. 42 is McDonald. Chipped over. Oh, could have nearly been pinged there. Dallas Willisdorf. He just sort of let the ball hit him and stood there, and the bloke grabbed him and he just let him grab him. Good tap by the big ruckman in Kennard. Umpire says a sling tackle there. And the free kick will go to, I think, the number 63 is taking it for Pinnaroo. That is Riley Colper. Kicks it out to the centre wing side. Clubroom side. Good mark out there. Good set of hands on the 24. Not in our program. just getting a bit of useful information put in front of us now. As down towards that forward pocket area. Sweeping hand pass by Crane. He's probably their best at the moment. He's getting plenty of hands on the footy. In towards full forward and sitting underneath it. To cut it right off is the full back in, looks like it's Willersdorf back there. As they come away with the ball again, the Murrayville Bulldogs on this centre wing. Moorsabruns up and finds a very good set of hands on the number 7 for Murrayville. He's been playing very well. And what do you know, this next sheet of paper I've got hasn't got the number 7 on it either, so we're going really well. As the 29 of Henderson kicks it over. Man on his own out here. Gee, he could just about light a barbie and cook a sausage. It's so much time. Nice centering kick, and the number 7 takes a good mark right in front of the goals. And should go back and slot this one through. So if you know who the number 7 is for Murrayville, here we go, here's 8. Got some team sheets handed through the window, so thank you very much. And another good mark taken here by Murrayville. They're just really starting to take full control of this match. 7-7. Was it 8-7? 7-7 on the scoreboard to 1 point, which is what we've got. And they'll go back and line up. Looks like it's the number 7 again. And a point to the number 7 coming off the foot of, we understand it's Nathan Wright, Bramford. So we'll go with that. Another point on the Murray Valley Shed scoreboard. And good work here by Pinnaroo. Getting it down to that half-forward line. But it's Murrayville that bring the ball back. Up they go. Oh, Willersdorf didn't quite take it. Round on the trusty left. And a good pass to Wright Bramford. And he is really looking the goods. Nathan Wright Bramford, I think, wasting his time in the B grade. Stick him down at full forward or forward pocket in the A grade. I did see last year he was playing 2 games. He was that good, wasn't he? Playing B grade and then he was playing A grade. Goes back, point blank range, and it kicks through the footy, but the wind fairly strong coming from pretty much straight across the ground. So left to right as he was kicking that, and through for another minor score on the Murray Valley Shed scoreboard. And Pinnaroo a bit bamboozled here, 7-9 to a point. And the ball comes out, and a good take by the 43, which is Colwell. Up to centre wing. Good mark by the young lad there, Box. To half forward, good set of hands. Could have nearly played on. That was Nichols. Centering kick from Harry Nichols up towards the full forward area and just sitting underneath it and taking an easy mark in the end was the 37 of Craig Walker. Gets it over his teammate who just sort of clutched at the hammy after he kicked it. Centre field there, big Paul Kennard. He's handballed it, then looking for a free kick. Good work by Watson, toe poke out of there. Murrayville to half forward. The back there's the Pinnaroo Roos. Oh, he's been tackled to the ground. That's a free kick every day of the week. Unlucky there was Lee Dabnett. And rushes out to right Bramford, who steers it through for a goal.
Johnny's room's costing a fortune. TV, lights, computer, and now a simulator.
Have you thought about solar? At Doki Electrical, they supply solar solutions and electrical services for residential, industrial and commercial clients throughout the Murraylands, Adelaide Hills and surrounding areas. They also do new houses and sheds, rewires, renovations, meter box relocations and underground installation. They have a 24-hour call out. Call Doki Electrical 0875 234 322. Need a sparky, big or small? We can do it all. Remember the Mallee Stump or the Mallee Footy League is Murraylands football and netball sporting results. And great to have the rights to stream the matches in 2022. Our third season in the Mallee Footy League, albeit the first one canned with COVID. And Paul Kennard drives his team in towards full forward. Chance down there, ball at ground level. Pinnaroo's got some numbers out the back. Snap at the goal and goes across the face. Might have even just clipped the goalpost for a minor score to Owen Gum. And one of our other great sponsors out here, the Murrayville Hotel, bringing us the play of the day. And that's where you'll find me tonight at the Murrayville Hotel. A couple of frothies. And support one of our great sponsors. And thanks to Daryl and the team down there at the Murrayville Hotel. Some magnificent array of menu there tonight to just sink into a bit of the old fish, the fisherman's basket. I'm a bit of a softie for that. Looking forward to getting down there tonight and catch up with one of our great sponsors, the Murrayville Hotel. As the ball's on this half-forward line, and they're just looking so polished here, the Murrayville Bulldogs. And again, that man Watson kicks it in and finds the little fella in Brooklyn Moorsabruns, and he'll go back and line up. Not a bad sort of a kick into that breeze. Front spot was Bramford, but on the front and centre, it was all Murrayville, and a great goal there to the number one.
Eastside Bearings and Brake Supplies, your specialist for all your agricultural and industrial needs, with a massive range from over 200 suppliers, unmatched expertise, built from over 100 years of combined spare parts knowledge. Why run around town or even further when you can get it right parts and advice in one stop? They can even send your parts overnight to most areas in SA.
eastsidebearings.com.au, 7 to 9 Sturt Reserve Road, Murray Bridge. Find us on Facebook, phone 85321973.
Back in the centre, and Randall Watson there giving away a rare free kick. He has been in sensational touch. One of their best players by a length of a footy oval. And kicked away there by the 55 of Leonard Patisse, or Patisse, whichever school you went to. But it's Murrayville on that half-back line, just standing strong again. Looks like it might be Ryan Crane down there. Oh, he caught one in the jaw there, did Ryan Crane. Yes, he did. And just feels if the jaw's still there, he's okay. Back in hard they go. Good work here by the 55 of Leonard Patisse. He's been playing quite well into the full forward line. But it's just all the doggies again and driven out of there by the 22. And they're just running away with the footy. And again, Watson. And beautiful skills by Watto. The number 8 in there for Murrayville, CJ Dabnett. Chance here out wide. He's on his own. Snap around the body. Oh, good smother by the Superoos. Funky's got to work hard again. Round the body, and that is a goal. Good snapshot by Morsabruns.
I'm born and bred in Mount Gambier. I left to study law and economics in Adelaide. At some point, I got homesick. My family's in Mount Gambier, and so I took the decision to go home. I took the opportunity to join the City of Mount Gambier as a councillor. I spent 2 terms on that council, and over time I realised through my advocacy and other things that I could achieve outcomes. But at some point in that time I realised the sphere of influence that I could impact was limited. That's what I've spent 2 terms doing, working hard to ensure that the electorate of Barker gets its fair share, its voice is heard, and I'm really pleased with some of the outcomes we've achieved.
And the siren goes here for half-time in the reserves grade curtain raiser to the big clash in the league match. Murrayville playing Pinnaroo. And we see on the Murray Valley Sheds scoreboard 9-10-63. Murrayville play Pinnaroo on 2 points. We'll take a word from our sponsors and we'll come back with the second half of the reserves grade clash. Hope you're enjoying our coverage live on a beautiful day here in Murrayville. You're watching MFL TV Live.
Look no further than Emmett's and John Deere for your next compact utility tractor. From 23 to 66 horsepower, they are built tough in the USA and ready to tackle your landscaping and small farming jobs. There's a huge range of attachments available, and the e-hydro transmission with twin touch pedals makes operating the tractor as simple as driving an automatic car. Plus, all 1 to 4 series tractors come with a 6-year powertrain warranty. Whatever the task, whatever the budget, Emmett's and John Deere have your new compact utility tractor sorted.
If you're looking for a reliable concrete supply, one who employs locals and puts locals first, Sprycrete is the team you need to call. Sprycrete provide quality products with fast, friendly, reliable service. Sprycrete have mini mixers and large concrete trucks for any type of job, no matter the room you have on site. There is no job too big or too small. Sprycrete, your local concrete supplier in the Murraylands. Give them a call, 0459 944 346.
It's open, Bill! It's open, Dunk! The Pinnaroo General Store and Tavern, Railway Terrace, is the best cold beer in the Riverland, open 7 days. Don't miss our lunch specials, our beef schnitzel, cheese and gravy rolls, with fresh grab-and-go toasted sandwiches, hot dogs, pies, pastries and sausage rolls. Call 0439 761 904. Pre-order Monday to Sunday. Get yourself a fresh barista-made coffee available from 10 a.m. Pinnaroo General Store and Tavern. Look for the sheep with a cold bevy. It's freezing outside. We can keep you warm. Callington Refrigeration and Electrical is an SA family-owned business established in 1998. We specialise in heating, ventilating, air conditioning and refrigeration service, and with a fully qualified electrician, electrical work on new homes, renovations and ducted and split systems. We pride ourselves on an honest, reliable service and professional design for ducted units. For all inquiries, call John and Jacob 0411 664 810. We are the Dakin specialists. Special till the end of May, 2.5 kilowatt split system Dakin Light, fully installed, $1,390. Conditions apply.
There is only one way to get your team top of the ladder. Bridge Aluminium. Manufacturing under the brand All Weld. Making platform ladders, orchid tripod ladders, tradie ladders and mezzanine ladders. They also manufacture vehicle canopies, ute trays, toolboxes and perform truck fit-outs. Aluminium material sales. Their range is the best. Drop into 225 Adelaide Road, Murray Bridge. Email sales@bridgealuminium.com.au or phone 8532 5884. Bridge Aluminium. When it comes to ladders, they're the top team.
6 and out, old mate.
You mean window and out?
Mum's gonna kill us.
Mum's gonna kill you. No worries, I'll fix it fast.
Who you gonna call?
Rowe Aluminium and Security, specialising in windows any size, security doors, roller shutters, bathroom screens, fly screens and general window repairs. Call Darren for a free measure and quote. Phone 0885 321 230 or visit their showroom at 44 Old Princess Highway East Side, Murray Bridge. Rowe Aluminium and Security, where your security is our business. And welcome back. The third quarter here at the Murrayville Bulldogs Oval. And we have the best seat in the House. And joining us in the House is none other than Ali Cupper MP, the member for Mildura, the independent member. Good afternoon, Ali.
Good afternoon, Bruce. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you in the commentary box, and it's something different for our team, isn't it? So we do have, we've normally outvoted with my wife and my daughter, but it's great to have you in here. And you said you know nothing about commentating. Well, we all know nothing. We just make it up as we go. But great to have you in here. And look, it's fantastic what they're doing here at Murrayville, and you can tell us more about it with the big expansion that's going to happen with the new club rooms.
Yeah, well, that's right. So one of the things that I am most proud about as an MP. Not only is it to represent Murrayville, one of our mighty Mallee tough towns, but also to have been able to work with the local community on getting the funding and support they need for new club rooms and new facilities for local sport. And the state government has come through with $500,000, and we've had good partnerships with the feds and with council too. It's a really good example of all the different tiers of government working together, and we hope to keep working on that. We've had a few stresses because of inflated costs because of COVID. We've still got an eye on that, and we'll see what we can do. But it's just been an absolute honour working with this community, and we just can't wait to get started on this new build.
Yeah, well, I guess it's a much needed thing. It's happening everywhere, isn't it? With the updates and upgrades, and seeing it quite a lot. Mount Lofty supporting and opening a new club rooms in the Hills Football League. A lot of it happening around in Amateur Football League in Adelaide. And now, just where is it exactly going? We've been trying to guess this morning. I guess the old shed there on the right-hand side is getting pulled down, and the white shed there in the middle, I'm assuming, is getting pulled down as well. It's all going to go in that section there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So all of that's going to come down. One of the things that was really helpful for me in making the case in Parliament for this facility was describing the tin shed there, very, very old, very dilapidated. The local players and the visitors, always having to get changed and get ready and wind down. In facilities that just don't reflect the value of this community and the value of local sport to this community.
Things have changed so much, haven't they, from back in the 1980s and the 1990s. That was all acceptable. I mean, I can remember playing a game at Callington, and we literally changed in water because the change rooms were just not up to standard, and on a very wet day. But here you just about put some gates outside the shed, and it really would look like a shearing shed over there, wouldn't it?
Well, I think I did. That's how I described it at one point, I think, as an antique shearing shed. The sorts of thing is the sort of building that you'd expect to see at one of those, old farming museums or something. And look, it's served this community very well, and it certainly has its charms, but it's just not as comfortable as it should be, For sure, yes. I think the middle section there has the timekeepers in it, doesn't it? And the umpires. So I'd assume they would get all the new facility as well with the players, and it should be absolute magnificent. As 12-9 here to one, I think it's 2 points. And as the veteran for Murrayville in Dallas Willisdorf has a shot for goal, and he's put it out wide, brings that breeze to bring it back in, dropped in the square there, and thrown away, and the umpire's blown his whistle. Yes, and you can tell us a few of the other things you've been working on too, Ali. Seeing quite a bit on your Facebook page of grants for this and that. Really are making things happen in your area, in the Mildura area. We love Mildura, me and Lockie. We've headed over there quite a few times to the speedway there at Mildura, and one of our second homes. Tell us a bit about what you've been getting some grants for in that area. Yeah, well, look, one of the things that we did when I was first elected, we ran a survey across our little tiny towns, because I was very conscious of the fact that I was a Mildura girl, and I didn't want to be a Mildura-centric MP, and I needed to build relationships in the small towns because I didn't really know anyone at that point, or certainly not, deep relationships. So we set about connecting with people, finding out what their key issues were, and one of the things that took me back was the level of priority with tourism. So I expected roads, I expected rail, I expected healthcare to be in those top categories, but tourism was something that I wasn't necessarily expecting in the top 4 or 5. So we kind of thought about that and realised that tourism it's not just about economic development, it's also about expressing our identity, as the Mallee and all of those things that are so unique to us.
So creating kind of the vision of Outback Vic, this unique part of Victoria that is the Victorian Outback. We identified that the state government really wasn't selling and packaging that, supporting that tourism push like it should have been. So a lot of the grants we've been trying to encourage and support and get have been about building the Outback brand and the tourism appeal of this region. So in the budget recently, we've managed to get money for Witcher-proof wetlands, for this extraordinary light exhibition, like a installation tourism draw card, like one they have at Uluru, for the Millua. The Kitty Hawk Museum business case. I know that as part of, I think it was a federal government grant, but certainly part of a tourism package as well. Murrayville wetlands received some money. So across the board, we're really, I think, building this brand of Outback Vic, and that's going to be great for our small towns.
There was something down at Lake Coleraine too you got for down there too. There was a grant or something down there, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's right. So $3 million in the state budget, and that's hopefully going to be a huge coup for places like the Werribee Pub, the Bushman's Rest Caravan Park, the little businesses in that area. It's going to make Lake Coleraine an even bigger tourist draw card, and we think that we'll be able to really tap into the international tourist market, bring people to our region, particularly to Lake Coleraine, and we know how Mallee tough those Millwa farmers are. I'm very proud to say I come from that stock a few generations ago, and they deserve it. It's tough farming in the Millwa, or anywhere, and especially the Millwa being so far north. And so anything we can do to kind of expand their economic base, we will do.
Yeah, I think you said the word right, hit the nail right on the head there with the tough farming bit. I think it's tough farming anywhere nowadays, whether it's milking cows or growing grain. It really is. They've been through some tough times in those industries, and not just with that side of it, but fruit as well, with the COVID and getting people to pick the fruit, and it's just snowballed, hasn't it?
Look, absolutely. Yeah, farming is so much more challenging as a result of a whole lot of logistical issues that it's presented to farmers. And look, the COVID experience, and I've said this again in Parliament, that of all of the towns and communities that feel bruised and battered by COVID, I'm not sure if anyone had as hard a time as Murrayville, being right on the South Australian border, being reliant and so codependent, with some of those towns, Pinnaroo, Lameroo on the other side, and at times not even being able to access fuel. They really have been put through the ringer. So all the more reason, I think, to just celebrate this small town, acknowledge how tough it is, and I'll just keep working to get as much funding and support and attention for this town as possible, because I truly love Murrayville.
Yes, it was a real tough time last year, wasn't there, with the COVID and the footy season, and where the Murrayville Bulldogs were locked in here and they couldn't come over the border, and just ended so heartbreaking for the Bulldogs with the final series, and it's just been like that everywhere, and we've all just come off the week locked up. I had the COVID about 3 weeks ago, and my wife, and so it's luckily it was in between with Easter, so we didn't affect our live streaming, but yes, it's been a real tough time for everybody, and as the Pinnaroo here still can't get a goal on the board. It's just been a domination of the Dogs down the back. But it's great to have you in here, Ali, and seeing quite a fair bit of like your Facebook live stuff you do, keeping the people up to date, what's going on, and getting it out, getting the information out there quickly to the people, and you always get those few of the knockers, don't you, and that want to bag you, and see quite a bit of that happen. And look, we get that with our thing as well. Yes, they don't realise what work you do in behind the scenes, especially running this thing. It's more than just sticking a camera up and pushing a few buttons. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. And I'm very lucky to have a good family team behind me here and to make all this happen as Pinnaroo kicked their first goal.
And they're getting right around, is it Jet Oakley? That might be his first goal in senior footy maybe. And it really has been a domination today. I thought this game would have been a little bit closer, but the Bulldogs certainly stamping their authority on the reserves grade competition. And lots happening around with the Mallee Football League. I don't know whether you know too much, but hearing stories around, and like to get your opinion of it, Ali, with maybe Borderdown's Tintinara joining with the Meningie next year in the River Murray, and possibly the Mallee going back to a 5-team competition. I'm not sure if you've heard any of those stories around. How would you see that would affect the Mallee Footy League, and especially the likes of Pinnaroo and Murrayville out here?
Yeah, look, I haven't been briefed on that actually, Bruce. I'd be interested to be. Look, I think that, you know, my general view on country footy is just that it provides such an important focal point for, you know, camaraderie and social cohesion, and we know, you know, during the pandemic, one of the things that I think told the story so well about the importance of footy and the loss that was felt when we couldn't play during the pandemic was a little video by Cooper, a Murrayville footy player, a young kid. He was only about 16 at the time. And I remember, you know, in my pitch to ministers to try and, you know, encourage them to support the new facility. You know, we showed them Cooper's video. You know, it was such a beautiful testament to the importance of country footy. So look, I mean, you know, I guess that the name of the game is just keeping teams and the competition viable. And I don't know the ins and outs of that particular example, but I assume if it's town led and if it's team led, and it's about viability, then I guess it's worth looking at. But at the same time, you don't want to lose, I guess, those local identities, because the clubs are very important.
You don't. That's for sure. You want to try and keep something rather than nothing, as they say. But look, we'll see how that all pans out. But look, I think, and this is a mental health round, I think the footy is great for the mental health, and getting out and meeting a few and making a few friends, and look, there's a bit of competition out on the oval, but having a beer with a couple of blokes from the other team and after the match, and it's all about mental health, and in this mental health round, and asking a mate, are they okay?
Oh, look, that's right, and that's one of the great things I think that we've arrived at. You know, when you think about the Mallee generally, and I, you know, can talk about this, you know, closer to my stomping ground of Mildura too. You know, we've got a lot of soldier settlements, you know, so these were, you know, families that settled in our region way back in the day, you know, coming back from war, and you can imagine the sort of trauma and PTSD that those soldiers would have had, and at the time, you know, the best answer to look after your mental health was just to never talk about your trauma again and hope it goes away, you know, which was possibly the worst thing you could do. And that sort of trauma ripples through generations, and you know, so that's why I think, you know, it's particularly important in the Mallee that we embrace this new way of looking after each other, which is far more effective at managing, you know, the stresses and traumas of life, and you know that's going to be inevitable, especially in tough country like this. You know, we intergenerationally we farmed a desert. That's not easy to do. You know, you're going to cop a lot of knocks, and it's just so great that, you know, we've got a more sophisticated understanding about how we look after each other and our mental health.
And the towns have sort of, you know, not got the kids that were here originally. You know, those farms have gone from 4 farms to 2 farms, and in some cases 5 farms to 1 farm, and of course there's not the families around, and that's made keeping football clubs going a lot harder. And yeah, it's just one of those things that every club goes through that sort of generation of, as they say, the wheel turns, and
Yeah, that's right. But hey, we're always going to need wheat. We're always going to need barley. We're always going to need food. And so the towns, even though there's been, that depletion, I think that hopefully we'll reach a point where it gets to a new equilibrium and the towns are viable and can still continue to thrive and grow.
Yes, well, there's a lot to do in this town, and of course plenty happening with lots of sports and with the Sports Hub and the Golf Club, and of course one of our great sponsors here, the Murrayville Hotel, and of course yourself. And look, very grateful to have your support to our team, and it's great to have you on board in 2022 and here in the Mallee Football League, as Murrayville have just kicked another goal, and they're just kicking right away in this match. But the Pinnaroo boys have managed a couple of goals in this quarter. It comes over here to the 11 of Ronald Watson, and he has just been an absolute star today. Randall Watson. And over the top to Crane, down towards the full forward area, off hands there. And, great work by Wright Brantford, and he kicks another one.
Hey, it's Ali Cupper, the member for Mildura. One of my proudest achievements since becoming an MP was securing funding for a brand new sport and recreation facility in Murrayville. With the state government's help, we're getting rid of the old sheds and replacing them with a facility Murrayville needs and deserves, because we are Victorians too, and Mallee tough ones at that. As your state MP, my focus is hard work and results, and there's plenty of work still to be done. So just like my favourite Mallee footy team, I'll give it my very best every single day.
Ali Cupper MP, proud supporter of the Murrayville Bulldogs.
So back live here at Murrayville as the third quarter continues here. We're well into it. It's great to have Ali Cupper MP, the member for Mildura, the independent member, in our commentary box. And is this the first footy game you've been to this year, Ali?
Yeah. Not only is it the first footy game I've been to, but it's the first time I've ever actually been a commentator. And I have been so nervous about this. So thank you, Bruce, for being so nice and so helpful, because it's quite intimidating. There's an art to this, and it's not easy. You make it look easier than it is.
There is a bit of an art to it. It certainly helps if we've got the right numbers to the right players, because otherwise we make it up. But it's three-quarter time here in the curtain raiser match in the reserves grade. And at three-quarter time on the Murray Valley Shed scoreboard, it is Murrayville commanding lead 15-10-100, and they lead the Pinnaroo Superoos on 2-14, the margin of 86 points. And the Bulldogs are well and truly home here as the league teams come out for their kick-to-kick end-to-end, and before they're having a little warm-up before their clash coming up shortly. We will take a short break. It's great to have Ali in the commentary box, the MP member for independent member for the Mildura region, and we are doing Mallee football. We're in Victoria. I hope you're enjoying our coverage. You're watching MFL TV Live. Back shortly.
Six and out, old mate.
You mean window and out?
Mum's gonna kill us.
Mum's gonna kill you. No worries. I'll fix it fast.
Who you gonna call?
Rowe Aluminium and Security, specialising in windows any size, security doors, roller shutters, bathroom screens, fly screens, and general window repairs. Call Darren for a free measure and quote. Phone 0885 321 230 or visit their showroom at 44 Old Princess Highway East Side, Murray Bridge. Rowe Aluminium and Security, where your security is our business.
It's time to relax. Breathe in, breathe out. That's the feeling you get from the Soul Deep Massage Clinic, specialising in relaxation, remedial massage, trigger point therapy and reflexology. With on-the-spot health fund rebates available. Phone 8531 0499. Refresh your mind, body and soul with the Soul Deep Massage Clinic, 74 Adelaide Road, Murray Bridge.
It's funny how my car always gets left out in the sun. You know what I need? A new shed. From carports, sheds, verandas. No job is too big or too small. Industrial, domestic and commercial. From plans, footings to shed instalment, he can even organise the concrete too. From the hills to Murraylands and out in the Mallee, from farm and rural sheds, commercial and industrial sheds, Colorbond sheds, cyclone rated sheds, with over 15 years experience, call Wayne today for a free measure and quote. Don't muck it, call Wayne Luckett. 0417 852 032. Builder's licence 243 895.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust.
Well, certainly back live here at Murrayville, and we've just given Ali a tour of the trailer, and great to have Ali Cupper on board in the commentary box this season, and on board with our live stream coverage. And at Murrayville home here with just about 4 minutes to go in this final term, 17 goals to 2. We're going to see if we can get Ali to toss the coin in the A-grade match. Bit of a late decision, but I'm sure they won't say no. So we'll see if we can get...
They might. That's going to be awkward if they do.
They might. It could be awkward. But it's great to have you here today, Ali, and certainly you have been bamboozled by our outside broadcast facility, and it's great to show you around and have you part of our team this year in the 2022 Mallee football season. And look, we love doing what we do, and you can see that. A family-run team. We do have a couple of other commentators that generally help out. One is only going to be available a few times this year, very rare, as he's helping out with the SNFL, but also my brother helps out a little bit. Another guy we call King Kumi, he's going to help us out a little bit later in the season, but it's hard to get commentators. That's what we found out here in the Mallee. It's not an easy job, and not something for everyone, but it's a big part of the team. We're all a part. No one's bigger than anyone else as far as the camera and the computer and the commentary. It's all goes together and makes one production. It's
so impressive, Bruce. And you're right. It truly is a family affair, this. And just the story you're telling me about where you started, sitting on the sidelines in the full weather to this operation. And it's so sophisticated, and what a joy. I mean, you were mentioning about, you're a footy player yourself and not playing so much anymore, but to be able to still be involved in this way and contribute this to the Mallee Leagues, I think is something to be really proud of.
Yes, very proud of the family team. And, we did a grand final for the Mallee about 4 years ago at Lameroo, and I just can't think. It was Borders Tindy playing... I reckon it was Pinnaroo that day, and Borders Tinny come home with a wet sail with Josh Richardson kicking about 4 goals in the third quarter. And we were set up on the clubroom side there at Lameroo with just a tent, and it was a windy, wet, in and out, showery day, and that was when we got home and we said that we need something a bit more solid and firmer and warmer, because we went home like ice cubes, and it was just one of those decisions that we knew we had to get something if we were going to keep doing it. And to where we are today, we can't thank our sponsors enough in the likes of River City Trailers and Bridge Aluminium, guys that donated hard-earned cash in these unprecedented times. Our window on the front from Row Aluminium and Security, $800 window. Yeah, put that on the trailer. And look, we've had some really great Anderson's Canvas, making our canvas cover on the top. Murray Valley Sheds have just been long-term sponsors. Duttons have come on board in Murray Bridge. And some of these guys like Solomon's Flooring and Carstairs Concrete Services, not just giving us money, but giving the leagues money with magnificent prizes. And this year, one of the big prizes in the Mallee football, continuing their great sponsorship, Solomon's Flooring, with a $50 mark of the week, where the viewers vote during the week, and then we announce it the following week and present it at the game. It's just an unbelievable prize. End of the year, $500 for the mark of the year.
Which is just great. And look, as you mentioned, the standard of the operation you've got now, I mean, I'm sitting here in like warm comfort. I've got Michaela here who's having a break from upstairs where there's a bit more weather, but I wouldn't like to think, Bruce, how cold it must have been for you to be an ice block if you're outside today with a T-shirt and shorts on, because we talked for about 10 minutes out there outside of this warm little room, and I was shivering quite a bit, and I'm quite rugged up, and you're there with your shorts and T-shirt on. So that Lameroo experience must have been pretty Arctic.
It was pretty Arctic. There's a lot of me to freeze.
Is that right?
We're not too far away here from a finish in the B grade. In fact, the siren has gone, and the win to the Bulldogs in Mallee footy round 3. Murrayville 18-12-120, defeating Pinnaroo 2-2-14. The margin of 106 points. A convincing win to the Mallee Bulldogs out here. Your home team alley and a good win set up by some great play from Watson and the Crane boys in a dominating effect. Let's wind it up here. Let's go and see if we can get Ali to toss the coin for the A grade. And we'll play a few words from our magnificent sponsors. It's round 3 of Mallee Footy. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. It's MFL TV Live.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddon's are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddon's, easy to do business with.
Do you need your driveway exposed with some awesome squares? Time to call a team from Carstairs. From shed floors, driveways or your footpath, call the guys at Carstairs Concrete Services. They've got the staff. Brighten that entertaining area with some colour. Call Carstairs. There is no other. From foundations to a fence post, no job is too big or too small. It's time to give the professionals Carstairs a call. Phone 0401 009 886. Carstairs Concrete Services. Our guarantee is set in concrete.